Super Supportive by Sleyca. Chapter 11, Last and Least. "Look what you've done to me," Alden said pitifully. It was evening. He was sitting in the cricket-filled lobby with Gorgon again, and he was picking chunks of tofu and pieces of lettuce out of a naan wrap that had been incorrectly labeled vegan at a food truck he'd passed on the way over. "Do you know why the bread at that place tastes fabulous? It's because it's grilled in butter. Do you know how I know that? It's because my brain now has an anti-joy narc living in it." "How long do you think you will complain about this particular topic?" the alien asked, licking coconut curry sauce from his own fingers. "How long is the narc going to be in residence?" Gorgon shrugged. Alden eyed him suspiciously. "I'm not going to grow horns, am I?" "Maybe if you try very hard." "Ha ha, you're a comedian now." "You were telling me about your ambitions for your future," Gorgon reminded him. "If you don't plan to continue, you can ride up and down the elevator again, preferably in silence." Alden slumped against the cushions of the sofa he'd chosen for himself tonight. "So you're a bossy alien now that you've drunk my blood? That's just my luck." But Gorgon had a point. Alden had been whining for a while. He sighed. "I pretty much told you everything, though. Hannah was a big influence. What happened to my parents was, too. I think battlefield support is a seriously important and underrated job. Plus, it's cool. As for more specific ambitions, I'd love to be a frost-focused adjuster or a trapmeister. Maybe something that was heavy on the buff abilities, but it's all just idle wishes. Even if the system does choose me, it's not like I can pick exactly the class I want." "The pre-affixation trait is always an option," Gorgon said. "No doubt it will be a necessary one in your case, since you seem to have an uncommon vision for yourself. I'm sure you've realized that most classes lean strongly toward improving an individual's personal offense or defense. Classes that do otherwise tend to be ill-suited to spontaneous combat." Alden felt his eyebrows lift. When the system called you, there was a grace period of about 3 months before you had to accept your class. During that window, a selectee could trade classes with another willing person of equal rank, who was still in their own grace period. It was the only time class trades were allowed. "That's true," he said, popping a cube of tofu in his mouth, "but nobody trades good classes, do they? Isn't it just a bunch of unhappy people swapping the garbage classes around? That's what the internet says, anyway." Gorgon made a humming sound. "A reasonable percentage of new avowed make trades. It's skewed heavily toward the lower ranks, of course, but it's not rare." "Wait, you can tell me stuff?"